The system is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome everybody to Morgan. We'll see a playoff team from last year, the Missouri Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's win, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Davis, joined here in the booth as always by David Bowman and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Missouri. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Running back searching for the hole. Stopping at the 27. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll. I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Now facing a third and long. Making side adjustments here. White wants to throw it. It's a rush.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. We'll beat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to come. It'll go to the air. Gets it quickly. They bring him down to the solid kickoff position to pick up the first down. And dialed up and so big credit to the offensive program. The right play at the right time. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting the football, making the first down, and they like to do it.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games, with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They get set for the point. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was closed out by a fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. He will just hit the end of this drive and start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And just a short, safe pass. They didn't pick up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go.
Defense has got to do a better job in his assignments. Somebody has to be camping for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in. They've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football. Really good job on the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
How about this sophomore short of the first down?
Goes the option quarterback, keeps it himself, and what we've seen this guy in the tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short game by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41.
Good job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down. His ability to catch the ball, turn around, hit north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Leaves it with the back. Within striking distance.
Obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last stride. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're in the trouble,
40.
Back-to-back games, this guy's not starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Quickly, minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Offenses don't like being in this situation. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. Makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
I mean, get down at the 29, brings up 4 down. Let's see what they do. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They're taking to the end. And then for the period, and Missouri has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. To the break, they'll go back to work. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to throw. Imagine on last Saturday, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so down. They'll go to work in the air on second. His job there is which execution is obviously to execute that out loud. Well, play of the drive coming up, but they've got a way to go here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. To the as a defenseman, there's nothing more to do about it. You can hate them when you give up 3, but to give up a touchdown, give up a long drive, you're already exhausted. Even just how I feel, man, it's frustrating. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Really disciplined job. An opportunity to get down there and make the stop up at 19. Missouri has ready to go in the field. Probably feeling a little bit of heat that has just right now with a little steam, the defense finally got it. Well, the defense is going to choose that guy. They want to get go after a long run. No chance to substitute. They got to get the play covered because the offense is trying to get back. Squeezes out of his puck, but the other 32. It's a really good job on the defense, right? Get them on the ground. Take away the run game. Make them one dimensional in some situations. Really good job on the defense. First down, you said you could say. I'm your father. When that receiver got free, it was and it's so nice to have a receiver like this. If you remember the shoot snaps, I like those long touchdown passes. Rises free really soon. He did the rest of the work. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio. All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some promising. You can see a legend born today in Reno. They're trailing by 11 to Michigan State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. It is a biblical chapter in the book of college football. And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right place. Nice job. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the line. The inside handoff. Getting short the first down line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Just going to keep it at the snap. Short pickup.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to screen. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. It's as if we have an injury on this play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work.
Nice job of decision making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right spot.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Split back on the keep.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The ball on the ground, 4th down coming up now.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. It's complete to the right.
The really things you love about this one is that it's not the game of it's also
on 2nd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers are in the hurry up. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's throwing the defense in chase mode, and then finally getting down into 35. He just couldn't scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. Still, the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense.
The snap sets up the throw. Just get the feet. How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, ball going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situations you could have offensively. Maybe they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Really disciplined job by the 19 to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This leading man, here's the question. How aggressive will the play caller be? Motion from the wide receiver. The completion, but is that defense reacting quickly? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. He wants to change this route. Looking to go up top at times, running out the stop with 5 seconds left.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
They have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Running away. Can't get off. That is for the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to halftime update. The Buccaneers will try and keep this one in. Get this time away in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He's going to put it straight.
Can't start the second half any better than that. Trying to get out of the locker room, trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach is looking for this player.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback ball to 25 yards. Virginia has it. The offense ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points. When you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good, really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right hooks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
I think he's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly. And here comes the offense on second down. A run to the quarterback.
This one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown there last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
This is a design run. They'll keep this moving. I think he got the first minute to 36.
We talk so much about confidence, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Here's to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that before short game. And the Mountaineers will hustle through the line. To the air on second down. Under fire. Nearly complete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Quick strike to the point. They will stop him short of the first down, and it'll bring up a big decision. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. You one deep down the left side. And incomplete and good stand on the defense.
Offensively, in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming up.
Good gift to David. Scrimmage, but nothing than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. But in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And he was fortunate not to lose coverage on that. Get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success, so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, the things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Looking downfield on first down. He tries to miss first down.
And finally, this quarterback looks like he's been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions. A beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first completion of the game.
They'll give it to the back. They'll give him a couple of moves to win the eight.
It's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front and not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Up and third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's down after the rare drop from this dude. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one will be a 40-yard drive from the left patch. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll be Steven Zuger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Second and 2.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
We're going to take a shot.
And it's incomplete with a massive explosive play instead. He's looking at a third down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game. So they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware, boy, that Lyle's going to
Sometimes you see those receivers as soon as they go by the DBs, you know, that goes straight up in the air. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball is coming perfectly out in front. You can see he moves underneath it, gets it, and gets a long touchdown on the go route. Here comes the 2-point try. Trying play action. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri is the lead. They built a comfortable lead as the three quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Stadium buzzy, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. Really disciplined job by the unit to get down there and make it stop number 19. Missouri has the back of the offense coming out on the field. Guys, it must just a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think just so many offenses to go around stuff. I think it was a nice job with the football, but they got to get the end zone this time. Yeah, I think to do that, it just kind of ignores this one and every time get some motion. You need to be the best running team in this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the way.
That's a nice throw by the DB. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go and work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll go to the ground.
Yes, stopping in the first 3-yard game with the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his play list, and he's saying, which ones work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Trying to get the corner.
Come on with the bullshit, bro.
Run by his ball carrier. And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense. From the gun, running back, working for running. On the top, he gets probably 40 stopped at the 18. And what's the closest guy to the football? Those defensive tackles, those guards and seniors have to work together. They've got to get those guys and get some movement. They go on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you easily beat him.
Come on, dog.
Has ensued. And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game one. Blowout win looking like in game two. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He's put down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. It's like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have. And I would expect they'll take a major hit. And defense is 7. Get through the football. Picking up big yardage on the return. Play there.
And it's a defensive lineman late in the game, man. When you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to build. This guy's in a good game.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading for us to scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. And we're supposed to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or and this defense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some sloppy handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the upright. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. West Virginia has it, the offense ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. Just whatever. Doing stop the first out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snapping on the outside of the Smith. And he goes down after making the grab. They got a few, but he's still short of the 1st down mark.
A really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet, trying to stay in bounds, but you good job catching the football first, and then getting it.
Williams under the line in the hurry up.
A nice passing game on this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Throws to the wideout. Complete. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Being all the way in.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. That time, he just dropped it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw again. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Waiting, quarters get tied in the red zone.
And this game's starting to take away from this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field, and you've got to find some way to attack this segment.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. White, they're going to attack through the air, using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Send the tight end in motion. They're crewing for it on 4th down. Fires to the end zone. It's 12. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that can lose you this game.
Getting 3 to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to step into the game. They're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in the hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Shakes off the defender.
Bruh, stop, bruh.
They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams. You kind of see what you have, and this team kind of proved it. Like, listen,
they'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice speed game.
Defense holds firm. No pickup and ball on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. They're probably saying, finally, what a nugget he's had.
that's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical.